Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Bringing it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Quickly to the tight end. Brings into the open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on the counter. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'll lob to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The LSU Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been strapped.
There he goes. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. It makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Gives it on the option. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Hunt is in the air on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Ambrose. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moon. Touchdown, LSU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the option. He'll pitch it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal.
Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Ambrose. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Lost a throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. Slithers into space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lockett. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays.
Turning it on! Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Back to throw, it's Ambrose. Quick completion on the out. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently, almost every single game.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Makes the catch.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's a heat. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. Great move. Now he's got room. No, he got loose. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. The play action fake. Got rid of it just in time.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Under fire. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Harper. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. If anything else...
There he goes! Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they may have to give this guy a homestead exemption in the end zone. He spent so much time in there, and we're not even at halftime.
I've lost count. I don't know if that's probably on your stat sheet in front of you, but goodness gracious, that's at least 3 that I can remember, so he's having a heck of a day.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Mississippi State right back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with 2nd and long. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, and a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Under fire. He's going to run it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The kick is on its way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Ambrose. Fires to the big fella. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Oh, they're after him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Dropping back, it's Ambrose. Finds his back in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Jones. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. Got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yardage situations with a quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyways. So I better be able to toughen up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his man. Quick step and go. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it down the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense...
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Throws him with the stiff arm. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ballgame with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this game.
Touchdown, LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Snacks it over the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the ground with the counter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Ambrose. Caught in the backfield, it's Dowdell. Turning it on! They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their life.